bodies.
Alright.
Mecca,
Yes.
have you ever been a simp?
You're probably wondering, why was I being asked that question? Well, you're about to find out. Okay, so this is actually a really funny story. So, we were at my house and, we're just hanging out, chilling, we're having a good time, we're vibing, listening to music, right? Or I think, it wasn't music, or it was like YouTube or something like that. But, um, anyways, yeah, so we're just hanging out at my house and my friend Destiny, well, I was asking her, I was like, hey, we should make a funny video, right? I'm trying to get a funny video for like Snapchat or something, or like I think it was Snapchat. Yeah, it was Snapchat, right? So we're trying to get a funny video. And so I'm like, oh, okay, like we should all ask, questions of something embarrassing or like an embarrassing moment in our life. I'm like, okay, I got a lot of those, right? If you know me, Mecca just has a whole bunch of embarrassing moments in his life, right? So, okay, we're asking around, we're asking, questions to everybody. Uh, so my one friend, oh my gosh, my one friend, I think he just had it as bad as me, because I think he got asked something similar, and it was like right in front of his girlfriend, and like his girlfriend, like once he gave the answer about like, are you like, it was like I don't remember, it was like something similar about being a simp, or just like, are you a simp? And then he was just like, no.
Stop the cap.
And then she was like, "You're kind of lying to the camera." And then this bro just got like blasted in front of everybody, right? So, so then it comes to me, right? It comes to me, and so she asked me. She was like, "Hey, I got a question for you." And I'm like, "All right, what's the question?" So she's like, "Have you ever been a simp?" Right? And I couldn't lie. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to my people. So I'm like, you know what? I was a simp, right? And I'm about to tell you why. So back, I want to say a couple of years ago, my very first girlfriend, right? She was a little bit older than I was. I was younger, and I never been in a relationship before, so I understand how relationships worked. I kind of like lied to her at the time, and this is me being young, like because I was embarrassed. I don't want to like tell her like, oh, I've never been in a relationship before. So I'm like, you know what? I know what I'm doing, and we about to be good together, whatever, right? So listen, let me tell you, I used to let this woman walk over me, right? When I mean like walk over, I'm talking about like just like ants walking over on grass, bro. Like I don't even know if that's even a comparison, but that's how bad it was. I just used to let her walk over me. It came to the point where like I just kind of like let her do whatever she wanted. And then one of those things that I let her do what she wanted at the time was, I remember she had a guy best friend, right?
Oh shit. Here we go again.
We're gonna name him Paul,
Hi, I'm Paul.
right? So we're gonna name this guy Paul. So this guy named Paul was like her best, quote unquote, best friend. And this guy would always just like, they would always talk or whatever. And I don't remember them hanging out like in person a lot. I think she might have mentioned it like maybe once or twice or a couple times, but she said, they were good friends, whatever. But she low key was I low key felt like she had something for him, because I remember she was like, oh, like this guy used to have a thing for me, but we're just cool now. I'm like, okay, cool, like, whatever, like, they're just friends. I can't get mad at that, right? So I remember I'm like talking to her. This is like a few months down in our relationship. I'm like telling her, I'm like, yo, like I had a question. Like, do you like, have deeper feelings for this guy? There's something I don't know. Like, I just want to know. Like, I want you to be honest. She tells me no, right? So and then my naive ass is just think, okay, I'm in the clear. I'm in the green. I'm good, right? I don't need no further explanation. I'm like, I could trust her, right? Wrong. So I remember, um, it was around prom season. This is my very first ever prom, right? So my very ever first prom, I got invited to her prom. So we're just, we're having a good time. And I remember doing like the kind of like towards the end of prom, she's like, "Hey, I want to go sleep over at his house." And am I like at that time, being young, I didn't know that was like, okay to do in a relationship, like to sleep over at the opposite gender's house. And it may, like, some people may be cool with that, some people may not be cool with that, but I feel like there's some things you have to like know what is right and wrong. And I feel like at that time I just felt like that was just not a, I don't know. At the time, like I felt like it was okay, but like retrospect, like I don't think. I mean, depending on what the relationship is and what the boundaries are with your spouse or whatever, which some people are cool with that, some people are not. I mean, if I really trust somebody, like with my girlfriend, like would I trust her friend? Of course. If she had a male friend, would I trust her sleeping over with somebody? Yeah, but some people, they don't really trust other partners with that. But anyways, so so she tells me that. I'm like, okay. So then I remember I'm like, I go to school, right? I'm in art class, and I don't even remember. I think I'm like talking to my friends, and I remember I was talking to my friends. I'm like, yeah. So after prom, she, she was sleeping over at her friend's house, quote unquote, right? And I remember, like my friends were just like dogging me, like, bro, what are you doing? And just like, oh my gosh, like, how could you have done that? And blah 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 blah. Like, why did you let that happen? And I'm just like, well, I didn't know if it was okay or not. Like, I kind of just obeyed everything that she did, like a little puppy. Like I was, like a little puppy, just kind of just did whatever she wanted me to do. And so I remember like my art teacher like overheard, and then she was like, okay, so I overhear guys' your conversation and blah 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 blah. Like before I was married, my husband used to let I used to sleep over at guys' houses, whatever, while I was dating my husband and blah 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 blah. Cool, right? And I'm just like, okay. So the art teacher kind of trying to make a statement. She's trying to say it's basically okay, right? But my friends are like disagreeing with her, like, no, you wild, and like that don't make sense, and blah 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 blah, whatever. So then, I want to say like a week later, I go to her house. We were like hanging out, and I remember she leaves her phone, right? She leaves her phone outside, and like she went to like go get something, right? So I'm like, cause we're about to leave, and so we're about to leave somewhere, and then so I remember I'm like, you know what? I'm a little curious. I gotta I gotta figure out something here. So what ended up happening was that I went inside her phone. Her phone was unlocked. I went inside. I wanted to look at messages on Facebook or whatever, right? So I got curious. And so I started looking at her, messages on Messenger, and I just saw a whole just big DM list of just guys just like, hey, 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 barking like a dog, woo, 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 whatever, right? So, and just a whole just list of guys, and I'm just like, yo, like, what the heck is going on here? Like, is this real? Like it's just so many dudes just trying to hit her up. I'm like, which is like fine, most part she wasn't responding to them, but then I saw a particular inbox, which was the mail I told you about named Paul. And so I click what he said. I don't remember what he said, but I'm like going through the messages, and it was kind of flirtatious. And I'm like, all right, like okay, like maybe these are just old messages or whatever. But I saw the date was a couple days ago. I got pretty suspicious. And I'm like, okay, Mecca's getting dookied on here. So, um, yeah. So I basically found out that she was cheating on me the whole time. And I kind of just didn't do anything about it. I don't know if I just like maybe I was like trying to convince myself, but just now like in a retrospective, like I'm like looking at it and from an older perspective now, like yeah, I got played. I got wrecked. So yeah. So that's basically it. Mecca got played. Mecca was a simp and kind of just yeah, like at the time just kind of just went along with everything because I didn't know any better. I was young. I was stupid and didn't know what was right to do in those kind of situations. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much Well, when I was thinking about that question, have I been a simp before? I have. And was that the only time I've been a simp? Yes. I want to say so because, like, I mean, with my girlfriend, do I have simpish behavior sometimes? I do. That's because I love her though, and that's okay. But prior to that, prior with other people, like, and besides like the first girlfriend, no, Mega does not simp. But anyways, that's it for the video. Like and subscribe, guys. I'm gonna start doing more videos. This is kind of like, you know, the beginning of just trying to get stuff out there again, because I know before I kept saying I'm gonna get more videos, but now I'm out of school for the semester. I'm gonna be making a whole lot more content and trying to get motivated to make more. So like, subscribe, comment, and share, guys, because this is an interesting story. So see you guys, and thank you so much.